Hello. So, I have always been really interested in accents and how I talk, and I say some things differently than others even though I live in the same area as them, stuff like that. So this isn't how can you pronounce things like a person from Seattle. But next time I have anybody come over, never. This is probably one of the games I'm gonna play if we're gonna record a video. I live in 40 minutes away from Seattle, so that tells you where I am. Washington. The West Coast. West Coast. There's a few general coincidences to how you say things. We're gonna use the word letter. I sent a letter. L-E-D-E-R is how you say it, or how I say it. Any double T turns into a D. If there's a T on the end of a word, you forget about it. You forget about it. You just drop as many syllables as possible. Don't make it a different word. You keep it the same word, but with less syllables. Hierarchy. It's supposed to be hierarchy, but that's 3 syllables instead of 2. You know what I mean when I say hierarchy. Unless you don't in a word and you don't like it, just ignore it. Or a letter that you think shouldn't be there, ignore it. Often. There's no T in often. There was right there. It's mostly R's though, R's want to get into all the words that they like, and I don't like them. And no, caramel. There's too many A's in caramel. Roll. You definitely have to read the word to know what I'm talking about. Roll. Roll. I don't say that word that much anyway. Tournament. Another word you eliminate as many syllables as you can, like tournament. Talk fast. You drop syllables. There are other words where I make more syllables. Controversial and Worcestershire. There are some words that I just say differently than other people that live here. There are some words that I just don't say right. Sherbet. Ice cream. It's actually sherbet, and I know that. There are a lot of words I know you don't say how I do, but I do anyway. Quinoa is one of them. You're supposed to say quinoa. It sounds nicer, quinoa, but it's quinoa. I've read to myself, so I don't know how to say words that I learned. Ferdinand is a name. I often say Ferdinand. I think that's also a name. Ferdinand. Pecan and apricot are ones just I say. Well, I mean, not just me, but in this area mostly. It's mostly pecan and apricot. I heard Australians call it pecans and apricots, both of those. Pecan and then toucan, because they're the same. Economic and economy. Why those are different, I don't know, but they are. Either, I say coupon, parentheses, because some people say parenthesis. Tomato. Mayonnaise. Crayon. A lot of times if I say it plurally, I say crayon. Crayons. But it's a crayon when I say it in a sentence, at least. Just drop it like a casual. I need a new crayon. Aunt. Some people say aunt. Those people also say vase instead of base. Pajamas. And then some people say attribute instead of attribute. It's attribute to me. Data. And sometimes I say data, but it bugs me when other people say data. I don't know. Gnats. You also know a gnat to be a fruit fly. Gnats are not flies. Gnats are like that big and flies are like that big. They're different. They're nasty. They're nasty. Mary, Mary, and Mary are the same. Verb. Anti. Some people say auntie. Ben. Where have you been? Ben. Like with the E. A lot of people say it with the I. Like where have you been? I say Ben. New Orleans. I've heard it been said New Orleans. There's L-E-A-N. You don't say Lynn for that. Syrup. Usually I say syrup, like in a sentence, and then syrup. Answering a question about syrup, I guess. They're the same. Route. I don't like saying root, because roots are for plants, not for cars. Jewelry. This is my piece of jewelry. Croissant. Beam. But that's one of the words I say correctly. And then there are some words that we use for an object generally. Soda. I call it soda, but a lot of people around here call it pop. Okay, crawfish. Fish. Like, some people say crawdad and some people say crayfish. Where you got that Y from? Freeway. There are highways, but highways are just roads. Roly-poly. They're also known as potato bugs and pill bugs. The choice of drinking fountain or water fountain. I say water fountain. Roundabout. Traffic circles are the other name for it. Listen to me talk. You'll probably pick up on, like, what most of the, I guess, rules can be. So, this can be, I guess, like, reasoning behind why I say things the way I do. Mostly because I know, but I don't care enough to say it that way, to try to train my brain to say it differently, because it's already there. If I learn something new, and I learn it the right way, then it's gonna be right. If I learn it wrong, it's gonna be wrong for the rest of my life. And that's just that. Like, I might get used to saying quinoa. Probably not. I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. I hope this was interesting enough. Bye.